All right, so let's talk about IEW Fix It Grammar. Today, I will be talking to you about the Robin Hood. This is student book level 3, Fix It Grammar. This is under the Institute for Excellence in Writing, and they have a lot of other stuff. I've only used this. I've used Structure and Style, and I used the theme book. All of those reviews, when we finish them, will be coming your way. You get 30 weeks of practice. You get 4 days of work. Okay? Basically, you learn about something, whether you're learning about adjectives or preposition, subject-verb pairs, end marks. The list goes on and on and on. So you learn about these things first. You read about them, or you teach to your child, or they read it themselves, whether they can do it by themselves or not. And then you're going to go in, they're going to go over this sentence, and they're going to mark it up, and then fix it, and then rewrite it. So that, all in all, is what they do in a day's work. The one thing I can say about this curriculum is that I love the fact that it is short, yet effective, because that is what I'm looking for. Okay, so they also learn editing marks and all the stuff like that. One thing, I don't know if you can find this online, but they might. The scope and sequence, I would definitely look at this. It shows you what you will be learning each week in this book. It's very good because it shows you if they're going to learn noun and pronoun, verbs, all that stuff. And then it goes more into punctuation and all of that stuff, showing you what they're going to teach, how they're going to teach. And then you do get a big old gigantic box full of vocabulary words. So everything is right there for you in the front. I like to look in the back of the book. Don't forget about the back of the book. There's always some gems back there. So in the back of the book, it has everything, definition, examples of everything that is going to be taught in the book. So you don't really need to buy this with anything else. You can buy this as grammar for your school year without it being a part of another curriculum. Understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Other thing that it has in the back, which is good, is a space for your child to write quality adjectives, strong verbs, and ly adverbs. This is a place where they can make a list. This can be used if you have the Structure and Style or the theme books. You can use this list and interchange with them. So yeah, okay. The other thing that you get in here, which is another thing I like about this grammar thing, is that you're actually reading a story. So they're reading Robin Hood. The story is actually in the back, so you could fully read through the whole story if you wanted before you started the grammar. So your day-to-day, how does it look in the book, and what are you going to be doing? So for me, in my homeschool, because I have two doing the same level, I basically go through it. I read through the sentence. I read the vocabulary word. And then we just start. I say, what are the two articles? And they answer me back. So this is what it looks like. Simple page. I hope you can see that. And basically I just go through and do all the things, and then have them rewrite it. When they rewrite it, I ask them to write it in print or cursive. I do not ask them to rewrite every day. I feel like my two have a good grasp on grammar and what it should look like. If you feel like your child does not, then you should definitely make them write it every day. Repetitive helps to make it better. Okay. So another cool thing they have is like a word game when you finish the book, which is nice. That's cool. It's kind of like Mad Libs. We're not going to tell them, are we? No. It's a Mad Libs. I love the fact that we did this first and did the writing afterwards, because we really moved through this. We did a week, a day, especially in the beginning, because when we first started this book, I have to be completely honest with you. I was like, this is too easy. I'm about to send these books back. So, but as we progressed along and along and along, when we got to like week maybe 15, 20, somewhere in between there, out of the 30 weeks that they have, it did start to pick up. And it started to get a little bit harder. So my boys were like, whoa, wait a second. What is that? What is that? What is that? So I appreciated that, because if I felt like the book was the same way all the way through, like weeks 1 through 5, I would have been like, that was a waste. I do feel though that I probably should have got the next book for them. So my final thoughts on IEW Fix-It Grammar is that I would use this for any child that is just really starting the basics of grammar, and all those types of things. The basics, like if they still really don't know what a noun and a pronoun is, and I'm sure in the earlier levels of this it's probably more lighter, but this is great for me. If I had a child and I wanted to introduce them to grammar, whether it was in the 4th or 5th grade, I would definitely use this IEW. And don't get stuck on the fact that you're not using the writing. Like, you can use this by itself, especially if you're going to eventually try their writing, then they would already be used to this. So this, for me, for kids that really are in the beginning of grammar, is good. I like this. The last thing I want to note about this is the teacher's manual and what it looks like. Basically, it comes laid all out for you. It tells you why things are noun, pronouns, adjective, adverbs, all of that stuff is written out for you. And even the way the sentence needs to be rewritten is in the teacher's manual. So unless you are like, even though I feel like I'm good at grammar, I kind of have a little love for grammar, so I like digging more into grammar. But if you don't, everything is in the teacher's manual. It's laid out, so you just have it open while you're checking it. When they rewrite it, you can even look to make sure, like, okay, this is good, this is what it's supposed to look like. And you don't have to worry about like checking it every day if you're just there with them doing it together and you see that they're writing it correctly. I really like that about the teacher's manual and the way it's laid out as well. So that's all I have for you today. I am going to be doing another review on Grammar for the Well-Trained Mind, if you ever heard about them. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe and stay tuned for that. As always, guys, give yourself grace, because you deserve it, mama, and you deserve it, mama. So yeah, give yourself grace, and this mama will check you out next time. Bye. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Francis, the owner and the operator of Ladles and Lily.